All right, folks, it's 4 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started. So as you've heard, our presenter, Karen, is in North Carolina where it is rainy and stormy. So we are going to keep our fingers and toes crossed that she is able to stay connected with us through the entire presentation, but fear not, we have a plan B if anything happens. But my name is Emily, and I'll be your moderator today. As Karen just said, I'll be keeping an eye on the chat and the Q&A session. So feel free, as the information is shared with you today, to type questions into either the chat or the Q&A sections, and we'll have a dedicated Q&A session at the end of the presentation. So we'll try to answer as many questions as time allows. We will also be providing everyone who's joining us live today with a certificate of completion that you can use for any professional development purposes. And we will also share Karen's slides, a copy of a recording of today's presentation. We are recording, and any other resources that Karen shares in the presentation today. So keep an eye on your inbox. Those emails will be sent within about 24 hours or so. With that, I will turn things over to Karen to share some awesome information on pathway packages.
Thanks, Emily. All right, so as you may or may not know, Realityworks is an employee-owned company, and that we develop and create experiential learning products and programs for CTE. Our hands-on learning tools combined with curriculum resources and student assessments make it really easy for you to jumpstart or refresh your pathways. So today I'm going to cover 4 things in this webinar, and I'm going to talk fast because I do have a lot to cover. We have so many great pathway packages, plus I want to tie it all into ACTE's quality CTE program of study. So I am going to talk fast, but like Emily said, you will get a copy of this webinar that you can review later if there's something you miss. So I'm going to talk about a quick introduction to our popular pathway packages, a refresher of ACTE's quality CTE program of study framework, how our packages align to this framework, and I'm going to give you a lot of free resources with links to our website to really help you plan and jumpstart or refresh your CTE pathways. All right, so before we get started, if you could either scan the QR code and just do a quick type while you're here. And if you don't have a phone nearby or you just don't want to worry about technology right now, go ahead and chat in the chat why you are joining me this afternoon. So for those of us on the East Coast, it's 5 o'clock and here we are. Hanging out together. So I'm really glad. Just kind of want to know why you're here. So that way I can make sure as I'm talking, I'm addressing some of the reasons that you're joining this webinar. So if you take a minute, go ahead and scan the QR code or go ahead and chat in the chat, and Emily will take a look at that too and chime in if she needs to. Give you just a second to get your phones out and scan away.
See nothing in the chat or the Q&A, Karen. So it looks like
maybe everyone is just ready to get their phones out. All right, awesome. So it looks like you are. So I'm an administrator, need to know everything. I hear that a lot. To see package options, learn more about improving career pathways. I don't know why they're all so big. I can't see all the responses. All right, good. I think there was some more on there, but I think my animation just quit on me. So I'll make sure that we look at those later. And if we didn't address any of your questions, you can ask later, or we'll make sure that when we email you, we address some of those questions as well. So great, let's get started. First on our agenda is the Realityworks pathway packages. So I'm going to go through these pretty quick. So jot down any questions that I can answer later. Just kind of a quick overview. We have something at Realityworks to support each pathway with our employability skills program, which is really the center of that, that target. That's going to be all your soft skills and workforce skills. But we've also developed learning tools, hands-on learning tools, and simulators for specific career pathways, mainly in 4 career areas. So we've got your welding, solutions and trade skills, health science, human services and education, and agriculture, food, and natural resources. Again, we've got employability skills to support those those gaps in communication and information systems. And we do have a few new resources for the business simulators, the business pathway, but most everything we have is going to support those 4 pathways. So our packages, our pathway packages are turnkey solutions. We include the following: curriculum, which includes lesson plans, PowerPoints, assessments, worksheets, and these were all developed by educators for educators. We also provide hands-on tools. So these are based on experiential learning theory. They're proven to increase student engagement. Skill development. This is through real-world simulation practice. And so you can also think about the fact that you're going to be reducing costs, saving time through those skill development. And then our tools and curriculum really help students explore high-wage, high-demand, high-skill careers. We've also aligned our popular packages to Perkins 5 criteria. So we do support your certification efforts. We are not a certifying body, but most of our curriculum resources and hands-on learning prep do prepare students for certifications. We also support CTSOs and help them prepare for competitive events. And we have a variety of training options available, from webinars like this one to in-person training, just a variety of tools to really help students and help teachers become prepared to teach using our packages. All right, so now I'm going to start with an overview of all of our pathway packages. We revised them all, not all of them, a lot of them were revised just this month in 2023. So I'm going to also share with you some new products that we're going to be launching this spring. So I'm going to start with early childhood packages. Since Realityworks started with Real Care Baby about 30 years ago, I'm starting with this package because it's kind of our flagship product, our flagship package. So these are perfect for child development and early childhood programs. They really prepare students with hands-on learning experiences. We've got 3 packages that come in a variety of sizes to really meet your budget and your programs. So from the early childhood intro package, we've got then the small early childhood package and the large early childhood package. Many of you know that Real Care Baby is just a really big draw for students to take those child development classes. It's effective because it's a total solution. It has lessons that address so many different focuses, not just caring for an infant, but early childhood classroom design, role of the caregiver, infant and toddler development, handling stress, emergency procedures. So these packages really are pretty comprehensive in teaching everything that students need to be successful in early childhood. We've also worked with a lot of districts the past 2 years in implementing Real Care Baby and these packages to address extended learning time demands that's a criteria of ESSER funding as well. So keep that in mind. I want to share a couple new products that we have coming out this spring that are in these packages. The first is our birth defects and disorder model set. So these give students an in-depth look at 6 different birth defects and disorders, from Down syndrome, spina bifida, cleft lip, ancephaly, clubfoot, and tetralogy of the flow. We also have our child abuse and neglect training kit. This is a unique kit that addresses risk factors, how to identify and report 4 types of child abuse, and also how to prevent it. And many of you may have seen or have our Shaken Baby. So really excited that this year we're going to be releasing a new updated Shaken Baby. So we're going to include a swaddling garment to practice soothing the simulator, so the baby will actually stop crying if swaddled correctly. And we're also going to include a new brain and cerebral arteries model. All right, so that was early childhood. So now we're going to move into education and training packages. If you have any problems in your areas due to teacher shortages, or if you're thinking about developing more programs to recruit and train future educators, this is a great package to think about. It's based on teacher feedback, and it really helps students learn about careers and the skills that are related to teaching and training. And it also includes the CDA certification prep. So that's pretty important if your state district is doing CDA prep. This will really help them prepare for that exam. So with this kit, students learn about career exploration, teaching pedagogy, methodologies, classroom management, lesson planning, and more. So here's a picture on the right. That's one of our favorites, the Child Care Center Design Kit. And that covers child care career exploration and guidelines and best practices for classroom design. All right, so also in the family consumer science area are our culinary packages. So we've got 2 culinary packages to introduce students to basic food safety concepts and really help them hone fundamental kitchen skills. I think my pictures of my products are lying over the description of the packages, so I'll make sure to get that to you. But the food truck design kit and knife skills kits, those are 2 of our popular kits that are in these packages. And these are also great for middle school programs as well. All right, so here's just a fun fact. Here is CTE enrollment across the country. So in 2020 to 2021, there were 8.2 million students enrolled in secondary CTE and 3.5 in post-secondary CTE. Which cluster do you guys think, go ahead and chat it if you want, had one of the highest enrollments at over 1.7 million? Any thoughts? Yes. Thanks, Lucy. Healthcare. Yes. So according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, healthcare occupations are projected to add more jobs than any other cluster. And then we've got access to clinicals are remaining more difficult. Quality simulation becomes super important. So we've got packages that address multiple skills required for RNs, nursing assistants, and even key skills for working with the elderly. You'll get mannequins, cath trainers, phlebotomy arms, blood pressure simulators, bandaging and wound care, and so much more. It also includes our really popular simulator, the geriatric simulator. So as the aging population is increasing, demand for healthcare workers trained to care for older adults obviously is also growing. So our geriatric sensitivity and empathy simulators are really perfect because empathy is such a hard concept for students to grasp. So we have a variety of wearables that help students really start to develop those soft skills and also practice those important patient care skills. So for example, the geriatric simulator allows students to personally experience a variety of age-related challenges, and it's kind of like they're stepping into the shoes and walking in the shoes of their future patient. All right, so now we've got our medical assistant package. This includes 30 hands-on tools, including some award-winning simulators that we've developed, the blood pressure simulator and ECG simulator. These prepare students for careers in medical assisting and basic patient care. So a couple featured products, the blood pressure simulator is one of my favorites. It's great for exposing students to a variety of different readings other than just consistently taking the blood pressure of their healthy peers. So the cuff on this simulator doesn't inflate. So the students can practice over and over on each other, and they're going to be exposed to a variety of blood pressure results. So it really helps them learn, what it would be like to take the blood pressure of someone with really high pressure. So it allows them to really fully understand the skill involved in taking pressure. And our ECG simulator was developed because teachers told us that students felt uncomfortable performing it on each other while they were learning. So this award-winning simulator, students can practice lead placement on the body through actual rib palpation, and it provides instant feedback on correct placement. So again, like the blood pressure simulator, they're exposed to a variety of rhythm readings through the tablet. And it's just a great tool also for simulating the workplace. All right, so we've got 2 brand new packages that we've introduced this year. The first one is our Allied Health package, which is just a perfect package for introducing foundational health skills for many, many health occupations. And the second is really devoted to patient care tech. So if you're starting or refreshing a patient care focus pathway, you might want to take a look at this. It includes 30 hands-on resources and up to 90 hours of curriculum. These packages may include some of our new products, the Medical Math Training Kit. This is a great way to introduce students to basic math for nurses and even covers 3 different ways to solve medical math problems. The new Healthcare Interpersonal Skills program allows students to focus on developing 10 critical interpersonal skills essential to healthcare professionals. And finally, Medical Terminology Class Kit. This is already receiving tons of interest. It utilizes a variety of learning styles, so not just visual with those blocks, but there's an online component so students can actually listen to the medical terms. They're going to practice reading, writing, and then kinesthetic experiences just to learn basic terminology. Another new package we have this year is the NICU simulation package. So this is going to include 9 of our resources, 9 of our hands-on products that many of you have seen, Shaken Baby, the birth defects babies, also our infant health and safety trio, as well as our brand new infant vital signs trainer. So this is included in this package. This makes practicing basic infant vital signs and conducting newborn physical assessments more consistent and realistic for students. All right, so we're going to shift gears into sports medicine, still health science, but this package introduces students to sports medicine careers. And it includes some of our popular products, such as the new concussion education kit that came out last year and taping and wrapping skills simulation kit. If you've been at a conference or if you may have seen this particular product, it's our new knee and ankle sports injury assessment trainer, came out last year. We have been getting so many great reviews from educators using this, saying that it's a game changer. It allows students to feel common sports injuries, because you can't go and find someone with an ACL and bring them into your lab and say, hey, feel this. That's just not feasible. So this lets students actually get to feel and palpate different knee and ankle injuries. So those were also great for athletic training programs too. So we've also got a comprehensive package for teaching emergency medical service. So we've got included is our ECG simulator, which I shared a minute ago, the closed fracture trauma mannequin, a trauma wound sim kit, a BVM ventilation trainer, and then we've even sold components of these to public safety programs. So definitely reach out if you've got any of those pathways that you're trying to refresh. All right, so this is really exciting. We've listened to teachers, to educators who have said that they are starting dental assisting programs or have them and needed some simulators. So we have come out this year, or will come out. We've got a couple products that are still in development, but will be available soon. Our new dental assistant package. So this is going to cover topics such as dental anatomy, morphology, pathology, radiation safety, infection control, and so much more. So we've got coming out is our new dental anatomy model set. We've heard that you can't find these models in one place. So, and we've just got like flashcards, and with the curriculum resources, it's going to make this such a great learning tool for students. The dental safety training kit. And finally, our dental palpation simulator. All right, shifting gears from facts and health science, we're going to go into trade skills. We have 4 trade skill packages. These feature our popular welding, electrical training products, up to 80 hours of curriculum. We cover safety, technique, employability skills, career exploration. So many different ways to utilize these packages. I mentioned that they include our electrical wiring kit. This gives students a safe hands-on lesson in wiring 16 common electrical circuits, and students and teachers don't have to worry about shocking themselves due to our unique battery-operated assessment system that provides immediate corrective feedback And it's perfect for anywhere from middle school up to community college. It's just a great, great simulator. And then if you have limited welding booths, no budget for consumables, large classes, students new to welding, frustrated students, students who lack confidence, students with IEPs, or you have teachers with limited classroom instructional resources, GuideWell VR is the solution to all of those problems. Our GuideWell VR helps students learn proper terms, procedures, form before they ever enter the welding booth. So in its foundation is AWS. So it's helping prepare students for certain AWS certifications. It offers technique on guidance assessment. There's customization options, 3 levels of difficulty. And this is such an amazing recruiting tool. If you take it out, to a recruiting event, just be aware you are going to have a line of students wanting to try to weld. It definitely draws a crowd. All right, I think we're finishing up with animal systems, and then we'll move into ACTE's quality framework. So we've got 3 popular animal system packages, and these cover anatomy, reproductive systems, digestive systems, skeletal, beef cuts, pork cuts. All of our animal models, they separate at the midline, and they have removable organs. And then also there's great worksheets for identification. And then our animal simulators are just great for students to practice skills repeatedly. So our educators with access to live animals have told us that these really help the students build confidence and skills before going out to perform some of the skills on live animals. For example, so here's a sample of our horse model. Our bovine injection teaches proper injection techniques, ear tagging, and growth implant basics. Our bovine breeder, I'm sure you've seen this. It teaches correct cervix manipulation, AI gun positioning, and pregnancy palpation. And our calf simulator addresses a variety of major calf issues and practice tube feeding, ear tagging, hormone injection, tail blood draw, and castration. We also have similar products if your focus is on swine. All right, so with our vet science package, students can practice essential vet skills with this package, such as venipuncture, bladder palpation, and injections. And it also includes our canine vet trainer. And we've also got these amazing kits. So these are our ag education kits. So if you're teaching a career exploration class and you're focusing on animal ag, give these kits a look. These are there's hands-on labs with these kits. It includes 6 interactive kits covering topics such as breeds, care, diseases, judging criteria, and careers for beef, cattle, swine, chicken, goat, sheep, and horse. So those are the animals that are included. And finally, we've got 2 comprehensive solutions for starting a plant science pathway. One includes our award-winning hydroponics system. So we've got a plant system package and then a hydroponics systems package. And teachers tell us that our systems are so amazingly easy to use. I even got one of the mini ones for myself, and I do not grow anything. We do only have fake plants in my house, and I was actually able to grow herbs. It was just the most amazing thing that I could wake up every day and see just the progress that I made. It helps students learn too about, testing pH, nutrient content. We've got so many great stories of our hydroponics on our website. So if you want to learn more and want to read about all the awesome stories, head to our website. So these are also great for STEM programs too. There's another picture of our hydroponics. All right, and finally, we don't have a package that includes all of our employability and leadership skills programs, but these are so foundational in any pathway. But we've experienced so many districts, purchasing custom packages of these products to integrate into middle school, high school, adult education, beyond. We also include career pathway soft skills scenario cards. Teachers love these, they're sought after. And basically it takes 19 different soft skills and gives really specific scenarios to help students learn about what would happen in their pathway if they had a career in one of those pathways. So it's a great way for them just to practice and develop solutions for issues that may come up regarding soft skills when they get to the workplace. All right, so I know that was a lot. That was all of our packages. Let's just say you're not seeing the perfect fit. Maybe you already have a medical assisting program and you don't need mannequins. We can do custom packages as well. So we've put together packages based on curriculum outlines that we find is the best fit to align with and integrate into the programs you already have. But please reach out to us. We can create packages for STEM, middle school, career exploration. If you're focusing on employability skills, your account managers can help you. They are skilled at, providing recommendations for anything that you guys are looking for. All right, quick break. Any questions so far?
I am not seeing any questions in the chat thus far, Karen.
Okay.
Or the Q&A section.
Great. Well, then we'll, Emily, just keep it posted and we'll
absolutely
answer them at the end for sure. Or write them down and you can reach out to us later. All right, so now that you've been introduced very briefly to all of our packages, let's briefly look at ACTE's Quality CTE Program of Study Framework. And this is something that we look at, making sure that when we do develop curriculum and all of our resources, that we are trying to align it with making sure your programs are high quality. So as you may know, ACTE's comprehensive research-based quality CTE program of study framework is an evidence-based framework, and it defines high quality CTE. So under the 12 elements are more than 90 criteria organized. And it just captures the full range of all the activities happening across a CTE program. What's great about that framework is it can really help CTE leaders comprehensively evaluate their programs across the breadth of activities that impact scope, delivery, implementation, quality, to help you determine strengths and areas for improvement, and even can help you complete key portions of your CLNA. So just a couple questions that we've heard, from administrators who we've worked with is that they kind of ask themselves, do they have students who are tuned out? Are they meeting the needs of multiple learning styles? Are they providing instructional methods that engage Generation Z students? Are they updating equipment? Take CPR, for instance. You got to make sure you've got the most updated skills-based simulators to meet those industry standards. Do your curriculum, does it incorporate and integrate employability skills? Let's just say you have a lot of empty desks in a program. Do you need to work on boosting visibility? Or do you have new teachers that need a quick way to engage students with already created curriculum resources? So if you decide that there are pathways that need to be improved, refreshed, or even started, reach out to Realityworks. We can help you. I've gone ahead and added stars to the key areas that we can really help you build that quality CTE program. We do align to all 12 areas in some capacity, but the ones that I've starred is what I kind of call our superstars, the main areas that we can help meet your needs. So for example, curriculum. I'm going to show a couple of curriculum samples on the next slide, just so you can see exactly what it is we provide with our hands-on resources. Engaging instruction. I mean, this is a big one for us. I mentioned that our products are rooted in Kolbe's experiential learning theory, but if you get bored, you can also look at another resource that I highly advocate, and I studied a lot when I was in grad school, and that's Dan Hull's contextual learning theory. So that's relating, experiencing, applying, cooperating, and transferring. And we do all of that through the hands-on nature of our products and the included curriculum. And then I mentioned before, we hear from so many educators and teachers that just having simulation tools, it helps address not only special populations, but it also helps to engage all learners. So here's some curriculum samples. Here's a sample page from our teacher's guide. Sample page from our quizzes. Flashcards, many of our products include flashcards. Assessments. Student worksheets. And then I also mentioned we do have PowerPoint slides, so we do provide you with all those presentation slides as well. So here's just a few more key ways that we can help you build a quality CTE program. Obviously, we have equipment, technology, and materials. And then student career development. We incorporate career exploration just through the use of students trying to weld, learning about welding, learning about different careers. And then I mentioned that we do support CTSOs. A lot of our, especially like our leadership and employability skills, can help prepare students for those competitive events. And finally, access and equity. Provide access to all students to achieve success. And then we do partner with districts in a variety of ways. Some of our account managers serve on advisory boards, curriculum review teams. We also do in-kind support, and then we do help promote your programs by, if you share on social media, we will share with the world. So always tag Realityworks if you have teachers, or if you're sharing your tools being used in the classrooms, and we will blast it out for everyone to see what you guys are doing with your students. All right, so just a little bit more detail on how we support engaging instruction and facilities, equipment, technology, and materials. Our hands-on learning aids are perfect for helping to recruit, develop interest, and also qualify students for careers. It improves student engagement, manages the expanding need for skilled workers, increases skill development while reducing cost and time, and is also leading technology is such an attractive tool. So, you know, when you've got really good equipment in your classrooms and you've got effective teachers using that to build excitement, then the rest of your community takes notice. And finally, our packages can help simulate a work-based learning environment by giving students an opportunity to practice and master the technical skills they'll need to perform real tasks. So simulators provide real-time feedback, and it helps them learn from their mistakes and develop corrective techniques. So we also help students develop and reinforce relevant technical, academic, and employability knowledge and skills. All right, how am I doing on time? I think I'm good. All right, we're going to head into some free resources. And again, Emily will be providing links to these on our website. It's hard to show all of them in just one slide, so this is just a preview of what we have. Let's just say you're trying to visualize what your brand new nurse aid lab would look like. We have implementation guides that do just that. So we kind of lay out, you know, what we've heard from other educators who use our products, you know, how they like to implement our programs. So here's an example of an implementation guide. Perkins 5 alignments. We have a lot of administrators that reach out to us for these. We've got these available for ag, health science, welding, and also real care baby. We also provide curriculum overviews. So if the curriculum piece is very important to you and your teachers, this will tell you, just kind of give you an idea of pacing, how many hours we provide, what content, what lesson topics. All right, we've got so many good blog posts and customer stories on our website. It's hard to even talk about all of them, you know, so if you have a story you want to share, reach out to us and we can see if we can create a blog for you. We have great infographics. These are printable posters and we give instructions on how to print. So if you need to decorate your classroom, we can help you do that with these posters. Webinars like this one. So we've got webinars organized by all different pathway area as well as basic soft skills. So you can actually go back and watch recorded webinars too. And then package overviews. So this lays out all of the packages for specific pathways. It kind of tells you what hands-on learning tool is provided as well as all of the curriculum. And finally, I mentioned a custom pathway package. So if you are looking for something very specific to your needs, your budget, you can go to our website and start clicking away at all the products that interest you. And then your account manager or business development rep will reach out, have a quick conversation, figure out what's exactly perfect for your program, and then they can come up with a perfect pathway package for you guys. All right, so that's a lot. Next steps. So what you can do, how we can help is you can meet, we can meet with you and your teachers to discuss program needs. We can provide quotes that meet your budget. We can provide alignments. We can help support or validate grants that you're writing. We can attend CTE district meetings if you need us there, whether it's virtual or in person. And then we can even just walk you through different product information and make recommendations. So, if there's anything not on this list that you need our help with, I'm sure we can help. Our goal really here is just to partner and be your partner with CTE and just help you serve your teachers and engage your students. Last year, I asked our president, Tim Betcher, what he thinks our future vision should be. And he actually said, it's for us to super serve CTE, for us to be the biggest, most innovative, and the best at serving our customers. So please reach out to us if you need assistance with any of the items here. So is there anything you wished we talked about more? Any questions before I send you on your way 5 minutes early? And yes, Lucy, it will be available to you. Emily will be sending out a link to the recording. I think she said within 24 hours.
Yep, you got it. And I see you answered that question. Awesome. That's the one that I saw so far.
Okay.
Besides folks just chiming in as you were chatting, which is great. Just to reiterate, what everything Karen just said is true. We will send you an email within the next 24 hours, so really by the end of the day tomorrow, and we'll link to this recording and Karen's great slides and all the resources that she just referenced, as well as really where you can go for more information. Thanks, Lucy. It looks like she is surprised to see how much we offer. That's always fun to hear.
Yeah, we do have a lot, hence why I had to talk really fast.
Well, I am not seeing any questions or chats, Karen. So thank you all so much for attending, and keep an eye on your inboxes. We'll send those materials out by the end of the day tomorrow. And again, don't hesitate to reach out with any questions.
Yeah, and thanks everyone for letting us be your partner again this year and helping you super serve your CTE programs.